Yo, what up? Coach D here. So I'm holding my microphone today because my stand just broke. But anyways, in today's lesson, and we got this really shitty lighting right here because I have these blinds that are terrible and the sun shines through here. So it's like can't even get the lighting right now. It's terrible. But anyways, we're going to make this a good day. We're going to turn it into a good day. All right. So what we're going to be talking about today is the worst diet to lose body fat. Okay. Because a lot of you guys are still doing this fucking thing. Okay. You're still doing this stupid ass diet. All right. And this diet was created by the motherfuckers trying to depopulate the world. Okay. Just an FYI. Okay. So stop doing this diet. All right. Now, what is this diet that is the worst diet to lose body fat? And I'm going to explain why it is the worst diet as well, too. But here is why this is the worst diet. Okay. The low fat diet. Okay. So a lot of you guys don't know this, but back in the 1960s, the sugar industry, did you hear me? Sugar industry paid three Harvard scientists $50,000 to point blame on heart disease for the reasons why the rise in heart disease was coming out. Like why so many people starting to die from heart disease? Why were these cases starting to increase? Right. So the sugar industry paid off scientists. Sound familiar? Been noticing this going on? Okay, it's been going on for freaking ever. Okay. So, anyways, 50K to point blame and cherry pick data and create a complete fucking lie. This is over 60 years ago. That it was sugar or that it was fat and saturated fats and cholesterols that was causing heart disease. Okay. It was a lie, people. It was a lie. Okay. So, and you guys are still thinking that this shit is real because they're still teaching the same shit. Okay. It's time you guys wake up. Okay. This shit was debunked over 100 studies ago. Okay. Yes. Over 100, over a decade ago. Okay. And you guys are still thinking this way. It's time to wake the fuck up. Okay. So, the low fat diet is the absolute fucking worst diet for you to do if you were trying to lose body fat and trying to get healthy. Okay. It is the worst. All right. Now I'm going to explain a few reasons why so you understand why this is so shitty. And I'm sure you've gone on many low fat diets before. And what happened? You're here now, aren't you? Which means you're still fat, which means it didn't work. Okay. Why didn't it work? Because it sucks. Okay. That's why it didn't fucking work. Okay. Part of the reason. But anyway, so here's why the low fat diet sucks. Okay. So, number one is when you are eating a low fat diet, this typically means you're eating a high carb diet, right? Because if you cut the fats out, right, and you're just eating protein, some of you don't even do that, right? Which protein is essential. So, but a lot of people who are dieting do actually try and make an effort to actually get more protein in their diet, and then they slash their fats, and then they eat a bunch of carbs, right? So what ends up happening is anytime that you consume carbs, you trigger the hormone that is known as insulin, the storage hormone. Storage hormone. Do you hear me? Okay. Now, what happens is when you have insulin in your blood, your body's ability to burn body fat, to metabolize body fat, stops. So if you're eating a low fat diet, you're likely eating a high carb diet, and you're likely eating carbs every single meal. So every time that you eat breakfast, right, you having your cereal or your oatmeal or your yogurt or your granola or whatever the fuck, right? You're triggering insulin. Insulin stops fat burning. Let me repeat that again. It stops fat burning. So even if you are creating a calorie deficit, which is required to burn body fat, you will stop burning body fat because of the insulin. Okay. Now you do the same thing for lunch, right? Which you're probably still not even fully clean from the insulin from breakfast, right? And then you eat lunch, then you boost your insulin again, and then dinner comes and boom, you do it again. And then you get really, really shitty sleep because you're elevated insulin and high blood sugar levels before bed, right? And then You end up getting shitty sleep, and then you wake up feeling like tired and groggy, and then you just have crazy cravings because you've been eating stupid shit from the day before, which causes even more cravings, and then it leads to you eventually falling off the wagon and binging, and then, getting fat and staying fat for decades. That's literally what happens, okay? So insulin stops fat burning, okay? So that's one of the reasons why low-fat diet is stupid, all right? So the other reason why a low-fat diet is stupid is because fats are essential. Okay, fats are essential. What does essential mean? That means that you have to consume them or you fucking die. That's what essential means. You hear me? Okay, so fats are essential. So why are they telling you not to eat them? Because they want you to die. Okay, fats are essential. So essential that, especially when it comes to men, okay, fats are vital for your production of testosterone. Okay, if you go low fat, you're going freaking zero testosterone. Okay, that's why you'll notice a lot of these physique competitors, right? Well, most of them are on drugs, like heavy doses of PEDs. Okay, so they don't even need to worry about testosterone because they're getting all kinds of synthetic shit, right? But sometimes you have these natural bodybuilders, right? And they go on these that actually do like tested shows and stuff like that, right? So they're not on PEDs. And so what ends up happening is a lot of these dudes are doing the old school bodybuilding diet, which is the low fat, high carb, high protein diet, right? And so what ends up happening is these guys end up with like testosterone levels like 100, okay? Which is like, my wife has higher levels than that, okay? like you ain't even a man anymore, okay? Your penis is turning into a clit. Not really, but just joke, right? But you have to consume a lot of fat in order to keep your testosterone levels up, okay? On top of that, every single cell in your body, the membrane of it is made up out of fats, right? Same thing whenever it comes to you eating cholesterol, right? Because they tried to make you scared, like cholesterol causes heart attacks. Okay, that was a fucking lie. It's part of that whole lie I was just talking about, right? Cholesterol is so vital to human health. Listen to what I'm about to say. It is so vital to human health. Testosterone, hormones, mental health, everything. Okay, it's so vital. Your liver manufactures 80% of it. Did you hear what I said? So the cholesterol that's in your blood is not coming from eggs. It's not coming from red meat. It is coming from your liver. Your liver produces it. Okay? Cholesterol is healthy. All right? Now, all these dumbass doctors and these dumbass dietitians that were taught by the Rockefeller fucking medical system, okay, they still teach this old school that cholesterol is bad because they're fucking retards. All right? Cholesterol is so fucking vital for your health. Your liver makes it. So when you have elevated levels, right? So, and they, just an FYI, they lowered the standards so everybody would look high so they can scare you to put you on fucking statins. Okay? It's a fucking, the entire system is fucked. Okay? And you've been fucking falling for it for decades. Time to wake the fuck up. Okay? Now, the when it comes to the cholesterol manufactured by liver, right? It's not coming from your fucking meat and eggs. It's actually when your levels are actually extraordinarily high, that is a sign that you have systemic inflammation. What causes systemic inflammation? Carbs. Carbs does. Carbs and seed oils too, right? Because they're super inflammatory, right? But also something just as simple as being dehydrated can make your cholesterol levels just jump up super high, which is not bad. It's just a sign that there's something going on within you that your body's trying to protect itself. That's all it is. So there's zero correlation between cholesterol and heart disease. Zero correlation between saturated fat and heart disease. Zero correlation between fats and heart disease. Okay? Stop listening to the fucking idiots. All right? So that includes your doctor. Okay? They're fucking retards. They are trained from the Rockefeller medical system. They don't know shit about nutrition, health, cures, preventions, nothing. They know nothing. Nothing. Okay? Don't go to your fucking doctor whenever you have a health problem. Go to your goddamn grocery store and buy some fucking meat and eggs. Okay? And buy some berries. All right? That's how you cure your shit. Okay. So you can cure yourself. All right. Now, with that said, worst fucking diet, low fat diet. Okay. We already talked about that. Now, we already talked about the hormones. Now, the other side of this too, if you go low fat, dude, your mental health tanking. Okay. Tanking. You ever seen a physique competitor when they get close to showtime? You ever seen how fucking angry and ornery they get? Okay. It's because these motherfuckers are eating like zero fats. Their mental health is tanking, right? And like I was telling you, like most of these guys that you see competing and most of these influencers all on heavy doses of PEDs. So they ain't got to worry about their testosterone levels, right? But their mental health crashing, okay? Because they're eating low fat diets, okay? Now, the other thing on top of that, you're going to feel like shit whenever you go low fat. Now, when you're eating a significant amount of protein and a significant amount of fats, you're actually going to feel good during this dieting process. You're actually going to feel good. Okay. If you're not feeling good, it's because you're not getting enough protein, you're not getting enough fats, or you're not getting enough fucking electrolytes in water. Electrolytes isn't fucking sports drinks, people. Okay. Comes from salt water. All right. Not fucking Gatorade. All right. Don't go try and be like Mike. Okay. You seen Mike lately? Mike fat. Okay. So anyways, and then what'll also happen is because you're damaging your hormones and your cells and everything, right? You're going to end up binging, right? You're not going to be able to stay on this low fat diet for very long. Eventually, you're going to fucking fall off the wagon and binge like a wildfire with heavy winds. Okay. Consuming everything in sight, and you're going to get super, 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 super fat. Okay. So the worst diet you can do is a low fat diet, a low cholesterol diet. Okay. A low saturated fat diet. These are the stupidest diets to do. Don't do these diets. All right. So there's like 20,000 diets out there, people. Okay. So my favorite is carnivore. That's the fastest, easiest way to shed body fat and turn your health around. Okay. But you can also do keto, right? Which I'm not really a fan of keto. I mean, keto's fine. You can get away with it, but the protein is, a lot lower than what I would recommend, right? So people don't really recover as well from workouts, they tend to not look as good, right? They tend to not feel as good, right? So that's why I'm a big fan of carnivore, right? The other one you could do is paleo, right? When it comes to you shedding this body fat, the main thing that you got to remember is that the only way that you're going to burn body fat is if you create a consistent calorie deficit. Okay. That means you have to track your shit. Stop being fucking lazy and measure your goddamn portions. Pay attention to what you fucking put in your mouth and fucking track your shit. Okay? Because if you don't create a fucking calorie deficit, you ain't gonna lose shit. Okay, Karen? Okay? All right? So, regardless of the diet that you do, right? And I personally, like I said, prefer the carnivore diet. I actually just did a video a few days ago teaching you my favorite diet, my C3 diet, right? Which is what I teach my clients on how they get, and that's how they get ripped so fast, right? So you can check my YouTube channel for that one, right? Just scroll, right? That one's on there from a few days ago. But anyways, do not do a low fat diet. This will completely kill you. Completely kill your health until you eventually fall off the wagon completely and binge on a whole bunch of shit and end up gaining more weight than you lost in the beginning. Okay. So that, my friends, was today's lesson. And that is the diet you never, ever, ever want to do. So we will see you next time.